It's in the.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm fine. And you?
Good, 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 good.
Good. So I'm gonna make you host. What's wrong with my mouse?
I was going to close the door of my study here.
Okay, I'm gonna close my door as well. So how are you doing?
We're doing well. We're doing very well, thank you. You're based in Joburg, right?
I'm based in Joburg, yeah.
Okay. You're very faint. I'm going to put the volume up here a little bit. Okay. That's good. That's fine.
It's good now. Okay.
Your microphone is behind your head.
Oh, that's why.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm just going to start my presentation.
Okay.
Just to make sure everything is cool. 1 second. Share screen. Oh, host disabled participant screen sharing.
Let's do that.
So you just need to be able to let me share presentation.
I'm gonna do that, yeah. There we go.
Okay.
I've made you host.
All right. So let me see. Share screen. And we need that one. Share. We just. Okay. All right. So now let's try share.
Do you have some videos?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's just test that you can hear the videos. You're gonna get a sneak preview now, but it can't be helped.
We're testing.
Can you hear that?
No.
Okay.
No sound, yeah.
All right, so that's good. So stop share. Okay. So let's just go share screen. Share sound. There we go. That's what we can click. Okay. Let's go back. Go back to this. Now?
There we go.
Okay,
Perfect.
great. Perfect. We are good to go.
Okay, awesome. So we still have like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to introduce you, and then you just run the presentation. And then also what you do at the end, or you decide what you want to do. You're going to ask questions as well.
Sure, no problem. And who
Okay.
else in the meeting?
We have agents, we have travel agents and the Thompson staff.
Okay, so how many people in the meeting roughly?
Usually we have about 50, yeah, more than 50, depending
Okay,
who
great stuff.
joins the training.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. So
Okay.
these sessions you usually have for product training, right?
Correct. Correct. Every
Okay.
Wednesdays we have one of these.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
I feel privileged.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah. We made time for the medalla.
Yes, yes, for Mkulu.
Is that the Zulu
Love
word
it.
for an old man?
Yes, Madala
Okay, down here we
Mkulu.
say mandala, of course, yeah.
Yes, 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 Madala. Omkulu. It's like Gogo, Gogo.
I
That's
know.
grandma.
I
Yeah.
know. My mom is 85 and all her grandchildren call her Gogo.
Kole Gogo. Yes. Yeah. That's the proper way. And you are not a Madala. You don't look it. You
Well,
don't look like a Madala.
I started this as a fun retirement project. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's been more work. I've worked more than I worked my whole life. Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks good though. I had a sneak peek. Looks good. So can't wait for the
Yeah.
presentation
I'll
to learn more.
I'll yeah, well, I mean, I'll give you a bit of a heads up. Yeah, so I had a 35-year career in marketing and advertising. I
Mm-hmm.
owned ad agencies and I was group marketing manager for Woolworths and I worked for Unilever before that. So marketing and advertising's really been my life, you know. So this is a new thing and it's been wonderful. Actually, I've loved it.
Mm-hmm. 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 Sure. It's different.
Yeah, exactly. Well, different but the
Yeah.
same. It's all about creating brand experiences, really.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're based in Cape Town. What better area do you have this? That's where you have
Exactly.
more
Exactly.
tourists. So yeah.
I did
Yeah.
my 10 years in Joburg.
Mm-hmm. Do you
Yeah.
want to come back?
I don't think so. I go up occasionally on business or socially, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, we have lots of fun here.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
And you guys
Awesome.
do you do trips down to Cape Town ever?
Yes, we do.
You must
We do.
come and experience us. Yeah.
Most definitely take you on in that. I think after the presentation, then it's gonna get all of us to come and experience this. Quack quack.
Well, it'll exactly it'll be our pleasure. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I see some are joining, only few. So we're just gonna wait until
No problem.
9 and then we'll take it from there.
My experience is you're always starting 5 or 10 minutes late to get all the
Correct. Yeah, yeah.
no
So if
problem.
you wanna grab coffee quickly, a glass of water, please. We still have
Okay.
about 6 minutes. I would say about
Okay.
6, 8
I'm
minutes. Yeah.
quickly gonna do that. No problem.
Okay. I'll see you just now.
Okay,
Thanks,
bye.
Keith. Bye. Hello, I'm back.
Oh, good. Can still hear
Okay,
me
so
fine?
yes, I can. Yes, I can hear
No
you. So we're still waiting.
problem. See, we're up to 12 now.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for more to join and then we can start. And bearing in mind, by the way, this week it's school holidays. So I hope we have
Yes.
more agents joining.
Yeah, no
Ah,
problem.
it's always a challenge when it's school holidays.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, let's give it about another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll
no,
start.
no problem. No
Okay,
problem at all.
thank you so much for your patience, Keith.
No, I'm having my second cup of coffee of the day. So
Yeah, good. Okay, looks like more people are joining. Okay, Keith, I'm thinking we can start and they'll join us as we go along. Would that be fine with you?
that's perfect. No problem at
Okay,
all.
awesome. So I'm going to introduce you and then you can start with your beautiful presentation. Welcome everybody to our Zoom training on Wednesdays. We have Keith from the Waterfront Duck. He's going to take us through the whole presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask him. I'm going to give it to Keith, and Keith will introduce himself and also take us through the lovely presentation. Thank you, Keith.
Thank you so much for the time, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, just a quick introduction. I'm Keith Lindsay. I'm the part owner and managing director of the Waterfront Duck Company. I was just saying a few minutes ago, this is a passion project of mine. We started working on about 4 years ago and launched last year. And it's been a wonderful ride, and we've just been astounded by the take up, and it's my pleasure to share it with you. You're welcome to interrupt me at any time to ask some questions, or we can hold it till to the end. So this presentation is really just introducing you first and foremost to the concept, and then to our specific operation. And yeah, as I say, if you've got any questions, just shoot them at me at any time. It'll be my pleasure. So yeah, it's obviously a new attraction for Cape Town, and something that we believe, well, a lot of people have said, I can't believe nobody thought of it before, but there you go. A little bit about myself and my business partner, Mark Bowman. We've been friends for over 35 years. I'm a native of Cape Town, spent my 10 years in Johannesburg. I had a long career in marketing and advertising, was brand manager Unilever, then group marketing manager of Woolworths, and for 25 years, I ran an ad agency, sold it in 2018. Mark's had a long history with SAB, where he was CEO of SAB Miller Africa, and then when they sold out, became a venture capitalist, and he's invested in the business. So this how the seed of the idea was sown. In 2008, I was in Boston on holiday visiting my brother, and one of the most iconic experiences to do in Boston is to go on the Boston Duck. In Boston, they use repurposed military vehicles, and they have, I think at last count, about 35 of these running from 3 different locations. It's an iconic thing to do in the city. And I immediately thought, wow, this would be just amazing for Cape Town. Wherever you have an interesting city combined with an interesting body of water, it's ideal. And then from there to actual launch took about 16 or 17 years. That's a picture of my family in 2008. And, you know, when we launched, that's my family now. But as I say, just love the idea. So I'm going to play you a little video of snippets from similar operations around the world, and I'll show you what they look like, and then we'll leap into our operation. So this is the London Thames operation. It's actually on hold at the moment. This is Miami. And this is our vehicle running out of Windsor. This is Rotorua. This is Dubai. And this is Singapore. Yeah, so you at last count, we counted about 28 duck tour operations around the world. Sometimes they're called splash tours, but it's something that's pretty much part of many cities' tourism and attraction scene. So why Cape Town? Obviously, I'm completely biased, but our city is an amazing place. We have a history-filled and story-rich city with lots of tales to tell. We've got beautiful scenic drives, and we're obviously surrounded by a majestic ocean. So let's tie that all together with one amazing experience that encapsulates the best of what the city has to offer. And therefore, we're introducing the V&A Waterfront's newest attraction, well, 1 year old at least, the Waterfront Duck. This vehicle complies with all modern standards. It's built in the UK. In fact, I like to tell everybody, just in the shadow of the Windsor Castle, actually, and operates out of, the factory operates out of Slough, just outside of Windsor. We imported it last year, and our second one is about to arrive. It's called the Seahorse Mark III. 30-seater. It actually has 36 seats, but we've been licensed for 30 by SAMHSA. And Bella, named after my daughter, is launched in August last year. And Annie, which is my partner's daughter, luckily we each only have one daughter, is launching at the end of this year. I just came back from London last week where I approved our second one, Annie, for shipment to South Africa, and we're expecting it to be operational by the end of the year, come December. So all vehicles have to be dual certified for water through the South African Maritime Safety Authority, SAMSA, and it has to comply with all EU codes for South Africa for the road side of things. So everything has dual compliance. And also for peace of mind, we have about 50 million rands worth of public liability and other cover. So yeah, we're running a professional operation. We love to do things right. We're in it for the long haul, and both our people and our equipment, we believe, meet the highest international standards required for this type of operation. So essentially, the duck for the V&A in Cape Town, we see it as a new, fun, and exciting must-see attraction. It has, and experience has shown us, a broad appeal across age groups. Everybody from toddlers to 8-year-olds love that seminal moment as we enter the water and we transition from land to water. And it has high relevance and attraction for both local Cape Town and rest of South Africa visitors and for foreign visitors. We have a 4.9 rating on Google reviews and our own Quicket review system, so we know the product is well liked. And we think it's a very visual and impactful link between the city and the waterfront. And I'll come back to that story a little bit later. I tell everybody that the fact that this is a bus that floats is 50% of the story. The other 50% is really about the brand personality, slightly wacky. You'll see last week we launched Quackton Quinton. Just for fun. We don't bring him out every day for high days and holidays, but it's born out of this Disney concept of edutainment, which is kind of learning made fun. We opted not to go for sort of pre-recorded earphones for the tour narrative. We have live tour guides, and they represent the other 50%, which is the very human experience and creating memorable experiences and memories. We leverage the whole duck theme. There are lots and lots of puns from our quacktons, who are skipper drivers, to our conductors. Everybody is made to quack quack from time to time. It's something that I saw in the US. And it's a unique personality, and we become somewhat of part of the scene of Cape Town as the bus drives around the roads of the waterfront and on the water. We've had our tour script developed to be kind of easily digestible.
Welcome to Thompson's Food Travel. This is Becky speaking. How may I help you?
So easily digestible snippets and educational little bits and bobs ranging from history, geography, ecology, marine life. And over the past year, we've refined that. Our guides also have very good EQ, so they understand and they shape it, whether you're having a school kid tour or stern-faced German tourists or people who might have some language difficulties. We're adaptive to that. We also have a great sound system on board. We play local South African music when we're not speaking. And as I say, everything is encapsulated in a 1-hour tour that is focused on, fun and positivity.
Anybody want to turn back?
Yes, an example just of
okay,
what's the
slow it is, my gosh.
and out of the US.
Ah, yes. Just like that, we're on the water. Wow. What do you think? Yay! Yay, my gosh. We made it out here. Back on land. Rock on, guys. Very cool. We're going to sing out tequila coming up here. Here we go, you guys. Tequila!
All right, well, it doesn't matter. We're going to win, so it don't matter. Oh, please. Bury them. Knock it off. Make my people. Knock it off. What is your name? What is it, Vanessa? Hi, Vanessa. How old are you? 7. You're gonna go to the 2nd grade? Oh, 3rd. You're one of them wicked smart kids, huh? Take it out of 4-wheel, put it back in the drive, voila.
So, yeah, you get the idea, and we pretty much do the same thing in South Africa, except we don't let the kids drive. I think we're a bit too cautious for that. Yeah, so we've got 4 or 5 guides. We're training more. And an interesting story is we tried a whole lot of students from the tourism department at CPUT and a couple of other people. Unfortunately, none of them were really up to scratch. And our best guides now are actually unemployed actors. Well, they're now employed by us, but we use actors and they bring the vibe, and they're actually very funny. And as I say, have high EQ to read the situation and provide a memorable experience. In terms of where we're at, our staging location is in front of the Silo Hotel. The Silo area is undergoing a kind of a revival. It was a bit of a Cinderella area. We think that we've brought a lot to it, and there's a lot planned and happening there. We have a wonderful location, and we have our ticket kiosk and shop that is right there, and easy entrance and exit, and logistically and operationally it works really, really well. At our staging location, we have our kiosk, which is a merchandise store. We do branded and duck branded merchandise. We serve great coffee. We've actually just yesterday, 1st of October, or last week, increased the price to 25 Rand, but with the best value coffee. And it's just a great way to start the trip as well. Grab a pastry, grab a coffee, and grab some memorabilia. Yeah, so we parked right in front of the Silo Hotel where we leave from. Our trip is very, very simple. When we started it, we experimented with longer trips, shorter trips. We tried trips into town. But what we found is 1 hour is the sweet spot. Everybody loves the 1 hour trip. Kids don't get scratchy. People don't need the loo, and it's just perfect. And in fact, that's been the experience around the world. We spend about 20 minutes on land. We cover kind of the main arterial road of the waterfront, as I said, with the live tour guide and music. And then we splash into the water right at the marina, and we do a tour of the V&A Marina and harbor area. Very, very important point. We don't leave the confines of the harbor for a couple of reasons. Obviously, safety, timing, and once you're out of the harbor, there's actually not a lot to see that you're not going to see from that area. Our cycle time is 90 minutes, which is an hour on the water and about 15 minutes each side for embarkation and disembarkation. In terms of staffing, we have our quacktons, which are skipper drivers. They're fully qualified. They have to be a C1 code 10 with PDP, plus they have to be a minimum category R skipper with passenger endorsement and a pilot's exemption for the waterfront. To date, we've completed over 1,400 trips in our first year. And the captains or quacktons are part of the experience. Our tour guides, as I mentioned, they provide a very loose structured tour content, but they ad-lib a lot. They're very funny. They're very entertaining. And then we have our kiosk staff, which consists of our ticket sales and front of house and our baristas. providing a complete experience. Our tour guides also climb into the suit occasionally, but yeah, that delivers those are the people that deliver the experience. So in terms of marketing and ticket sales, it relies on a high degree of spontaneity. Our target is to be 50% walk-ins and 50% pre-books. And then in terms of the profile of where we get our business, we would love to have the tour industry be 50% of our business, and then direct consumer sales, whether it be walk-in or online. Our online sales and bookings are powered through Quicket, but we are moving to Fair Harbor next year, and we'll do that switch. That'll give us our API that we need, and make it easier for everybody to do business with us. In the shoulder and quieter seasons, we focus on schools and local corporate marketing, and we do a lot of collaboration and combo ticketing with the likes of City Sightseeing. And now and again, we do sporadic deals with some deal sites, but we limit those. Our ticket pricing, just around our rack rates: adults $3.95, children $2.95, infants 3 and under $95. And that's the infants are really just to cover our quite expensive insurance. We offer a 15% discount to STO rates for partners like yourselves, and there's another 5% if you meet agreed targets. And then we're always having monthly specials and deals, group rates, etc. We're very happy. We're experimenting with that at the moment, and we're always open to suggestion. We've had a fantastic launch. It's a very, very newsworthy, Instagram-worthy product. Considering City Sight's been around for ages, they have about 11,000 followers on Instagram. We've been going 13 months. I think our Instagram following is about 7,000. Influencers, mommy bloggers, and just the public at large just love telling their stories about it, because it is so different. And we think this will just increase, particularly as we move to our second location, which will be on the wharf side of the waterfront. So we should have 2 departure points, and we'll be able to handle additional capacity as soon as season hits. So just in our first year, in fact, at 11 months, we won a 3rd prize in Best Tourist Attraction in the Western Cape on the KFM Best Awards in the Cape, and we're very, very proud of that. First prize, no surprise, was Table Mountain. They've been in business 96 years. Second prize went to Kango Caves, 150 years in business, and we took 3rd at 11 months in business. And then last week, we won the Neighborhood Award, which is for the best and most well-accepted business in the Waterfront Tenant Awards. And we're very chuffed with that, again, having just done a year in business. And in short, and at the risk of repeating myself, we know that the product is exceptionally well accepted by visitors. Local Cape Townians have said we've learned so much about the waterfront, and we've been coming our whole life, and we just loved getting a deeper insight to it. Kids love the fact that this is a bus that floats. It's a great family activity. And the older people, retirees, just love the history and the educational part of it even more. So in short, 60 years of entertaining fun. In Boston, as I said, they have between around about 30, 35 boats at the moment. And the product has been very well accepted there. It's one of the iconic things to do in Boston, and we want to do the same for Cape Town. We want to make it, I'm going up Table Mountain, going the waterfront, Robben Island, Cape Point, and of course I'm going to do the Waterfront Duck. And I think we're well on our way to it. In our first year, we carried just under 15,000 packs. So we know that as I said, the product is well accepted, and we're very positive about the future. Our market estimates suggest that we should be able to make between 4 and 8 vehicles commercially viable, but we'll keep adding them slowly as the business warrants it. And that's where we're at. And that's the Waterfront Duck Company, Cape Town. I don't know if there are any questions or anybody has anything to ask me, or there's additional detail that you might need.
Well, from my side, Keith, I just want to say quack, quack. Really amazing. Something for one to do when we're in Cape Town. It looks like lots and lots of fun for families, for friends, for anybody. So thank you for your time. And I'm going to ask one more time, any questions for Keith?
Does it run all year round?
Yes, in fact, it's a very good question, actually. Our lease with the Waterfront is quite onerous, but we don't mind. We have to trade every single day of the year except Christmas Day. But obviously, everybody asks about the weather. Bearing in mind that the Windsor Duck operates in the UK and the Thames Duck operate in the UK. In Boston, they actually shut the operation down for 6 or 7 months of the year. The bay actually freezes over. We operate, as I say, 364 days a year. The only limitation is wind. Temperature and rain doesn't seem to matter. We have drop sides, and kids just love it. The wetter, the better. But in the case of a weather, when the wind gets over 24 knots, we do pause the business for safety. And our policy is a free reschedule, or at the guest's discretion, 100% refund. So unfortunately, weather is sometimes, we budget in our business model a certain number of days, 3 to 4 days, depending on time of the year, that we're going to lose to weather. But I would say that except for cases where people are just here for the day or they're leaving to fly out tomorrow, about 75 to 80% of our weather cancellations, people come the next day or try and make a plan. And if they can't, it's a 100% refund. So, yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
And
anyone else?
Sorry, the last thing to add, just in terms of the relationship, yeah, we've signed an agreement with Cullinan Group, obviously. I'm not sure if you need to be listed by, by operating company or brand, but yeah, we're fully onboarded with you guys. We are learning, we are open to ways of working, and we are open to suggestions. So yeah, so this is a start of a journey for us. And we, as I say, we want to work with the industry, and we want to, as I say, do it right. And we're not shy to say, we don't know what we don't know, but we're always on a program of continuous improvement and learning. So hopefully you'll come on this journey with us.
Okay, that's awesome. And I think you've covered everything from your side, Keith. Thank you again for your time.
No problem.
And see you
Always
in Cape Town. See you in Cape Town.
And
quack, quack.
of course, if any of you are in Cape Town, just reach out to us. We'll gladly comp you on an educational. That's, of course, goes without saying. And yeah, we'd appreciate if you spread the good word. What we found is there are 2 types of tourists: those that plan to do 1 or 2 things in a day, and those that want to do quite a few things. And we found we fit very nicely into the second category, where they're at the waterfront, they want to pack in as much as possible. And given the embarkation, disembarkation, you know, in 90 minutes, they can tuck in a great, memorable experience, get the photo ops, and that works really, really well.
Okay,
But thank you for the
awesome.
time. I really do appreciate it.
Sorry, Keith,
Big
can I just ask one more question? Sorry,
Yes.
Pips. How far in advance would people need to book? Like, how quickly do the boats fill up, considering that you only have one in operation at the moment?
Look, I mean, it was slow in the beginning. You know, our awareness was low. It's school holidays at the moment, and yesterday we were sold out. But I would say about 50% of every trip is spontaneous. You know, people who just rock up and say, I want to go on that. So I would say, you know, between 4 days and a week, you should be fine. And that's the situation at the moment when we moved our second boat to the other side. But, you know, to be honest, about 50% of our traffic is just spontaneous because people say, let me see what the weather's doing, etc., etc. You know, for us as a business, the longer in advance we know, the better. But to be completely honest, a day or two in advance is absolutely fine.
Great. Thanks, Keith.
I'd love to be booked up a year in advance. That'd be my wish, but let's see where we get to.
Okay, awesome.
Thank
Keith.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you, everybody.
Okay. And thank you, everybody. Have a good Wednesday. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. Bye.
Bye.